doubt. There is absolutely no doubt that that person is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Oh, interesting.
You see, Dr. Bawumia is the most prepared candidate. He's the most prepared candidate amongst all those who are running. He is the most formidable of all the candidates who want to be leaders of this party. And Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the winnable candidate of all those who are running for the.
What makes him winnable?
So you see, you are going for a presidential elections as early as in the next 1,209 days. As early as in the next 1,209 days. You would need to present a candidate that everybody is ready to, let me say, everybody identifies with. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has been at the forefront of this country's politics in the last 16 years amongst those who are running. Like all those who want to be flag bearer for the MPP, none of them has been frontline than Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, because he has been running mate for 4 elections, and he has been presidential candidate for 1 election. No other candidate has that record. What it means is that he is well prepared. He's thoroughbred
and marketed already
for the contest. He's well marketed. He's known by name, known by face. He has been to every constituency at least 5 times. You can wake up a 2-year-old child today and ask him who is Dr. Bawumia, and he can tell you. He can point his picture to you. As a political party who is ready and poised to win the immediate elections, you need that kind of leader. You need that kind of flag bearer. Because you see, you may not have enough time. You may not have enough time to be able to position somebody to get to that level as Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is. There's no doubt about his formidability. For us as a party, we take so much pride and delight in individuals and members who are able to stand up to our opponents. Who is this person that has never been afraid of the NDC? Who is this person that has taken on the NDC without looking back, without even thinking about himself first? Let me remind you of something. You recollect that throughout the Nana Akufo-Addo's government, you never hear anybody mention Akufo-Addo's government. They will say Akufo-Addo Bawumia government.
Yeah,
you know it's quite Akufo-Addo Bawumia, Akufo-Addo Bawumia. Yeah. Did you ever hear Rollins Mills government? Did you ever hear Mills Mahama government? Did you ever hear Mahama Emisata government? But it was always Akufo-Addo Bawumia. Forget about the past. Today, when was the last time you heard somebody say Mahama Nana Jane government before? So why do you think that when it was Bawumia's turn, all of a sudden the vice presidential role became so prominent? It was because of how he put himself out there and faced off with the opposition NDC. That he had no choice. Even today, that we are yet to get our flag bearer, you hear the NDC always mentioning his name. So for us as a political party, we are looking for that man that is willing and has proven to always put himself in a line of fire for the party. Always be at the battlefront for the party. And that person is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. If not for anything at all, ask yourself, why did he become so prominent as a vice president? And that in the history of this country, no vice president can be compared to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in terms of presence, in terms of visibility, in terms of delivery. Nobody, none, zero. Because already you are aware.
Mahama, Aliu, Mahama, and all those people can be compared to Bawumia.
Tell me, you yourself, your candidate.
Oh, really? Miracles.
Ask your support producer. Ask him. He's here. Ask him. He's here. Ask him.
Really?
No, but he's here. Ask him. Let me tell you, John Jinapo. John Jinapo, who is the spokesperson of John Mahama. I have in a video. I can send you the video that you play. They asked him, what does your boss do? That time he was the aide. He was the spokesperson of Vice President Mahama. He said, Professor Mills is handling the economic issues and the big issues. This is him. I'm quoting him. And, my boss, the vice president, is handling the social issues like attending ceremonies and speech and prize giving days. These are John Jinapo's words. And this is John Mahama when he was vice president. That was what he was reduced to. And that was what he was doing. But you cannot say same for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. So his formidability is without doubt. Now, of all the people who want to be flag bearer of the MPP, there is no doubt that if you are looking for one person that, okay, let's assume they are all on the same wavelength, but which one gives us the better chance of winning? And please, I pick my words carefully.
Better chance of winning.
Better chance of winning. It means that everybody has a chance of winning. You know that it's a contest. But when you are going to weigh your risk, you can tell that, okay, you can win. But if we don't know the future and we are going to pick one, let's look at the variables. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has run an election, at least, amongst all the people. Now, when we are running elections, politics is science. I am a political science student from Legon, and it's established that politics It's science. Now, in elections, there are trends. There is data. There are historical records. So the data is there. It's pointing to one side. The historical records is pointing to a certain direction. You cannot leave that and go and follow assumptions. The assumption is that any of the candidates can win. That's a big assumption, isn't it? The assumption is that any of the aspirants wanting to be flag bearer of the MPP can actually win.
They have the potential of winning.
You can come and get 80%. You can come and get 90%. You can come and get 70%. But you could also get 20%. You can get 10%, can't you? You can get 15%. That we don't know because we are assuming. But there is a fact that we know. The fact that we know is that in Ghana, apart from John Mahama, His Excellency, that went into an election as an acting president and won for the first time, nobody in this country has run as president for the first time and won. That is what the electoral history tells us. The electoral history tells us that Atamels, when he came to run for the first time against Kufuor, who was running for the second time, lost. Then Atamels lost again against Kufuor in 2004. Then Atamels was running for the third time in 2008 against an Akufo-Addo running for the first time, and Akufo-Addo lost. Then Akufo-Addo ran again in 2012 and against an acting president, John Mahama, and lost again until you won in 2016. The history is clear. The electoral trend is clear.
So you want to follow history as far as Bawumia is
concerned? But why? Is it not? If you are going to weigh your risk,
interesting.
If you are going to weigh, let's say you have no other variable, and you are going to weigh your risk, logically, wouldn't you go for history and data and electoral trends than to go for a wild guess?
So if you are following this trend, that means that Bawumia would going to lose again, and then possibly we give him a mandate the third time.
No, if you follow this trend, what it means is that the NDC are bringing a new candidate. So between the NDC and MPP, President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia gives us a better chance to win, because the NDC are coming with the historical background of a first-time candidate who is not likely to win. That's what history tells us. That's what the electoral trends tells us. And you know why? Because in elections, visibility matters.
Yeah.
In election, brand equity matters. In election, brand positioning matters. In election, name identification, image identification matters. The NDC would be coming into these elections with an incumbency background. Remember, they have all the state machinery, the state resource and everything. That puts us in a disadvantage. Now, where do we get our advantage? We only get our advantage when we bring a candidate that the people already know. A candidate that has already traveled the journey before. Because they are bringing a completely fresh candidate. Now, if they have the incumbency advantage and they are bringing a fresh candidate, and you also bring a fresh candidate, what is your advantage? What you have done is that you have blown that only strength that you get over the NDC. Because you see, the only strength that the MPP has over the NDC in the next election is the fact that they are changing their candidates. For a very long time, almost about 12 years in this country, the NDC has been saddled with John Mahama. And it has been a John Mahama, brand identification, top of mind. For the first time in about 12 years, John Mahama is gone. Now, they have a Herculean task to present a new face and a new image. What does the history tells us when it comes to elections? If you come for the first time, the Ghanaian people are not likely to give you the opportunity. You know why? Because the Ghanaian people have become very discerning. They need to soak your message. They need to soak your vision. They need to buy into your ideas and be sure that you can deliver before they give you the opportunity. So that is where the NDC is weakened. Now, that is where our strength is, and that lies in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. If you drop Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and you give the NDC an equally new candidate, now the NDC has an advantage, because they are already coming with the default incumbency advantage. And you have a new candidate, and they have a new candidate. They will beat you to death. There's nothing you can do.
I mean, come to think of it, some names have popped up already. Of course, we can ascertain that